And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Fedor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sergei Pavlovich!
All right, champ, here we go, ready to go. Round 1, hard not to harken back for a moment to his last appearance. A huge knockout win for him. Served to set up this particular showcase here tonight. Now we'll see if he can keep the momentum going. Well, you never know what can impact a singular mixed martial arts fight, but what are your thoughts on these allegedly shady training camp tapes that have been making the rounds?
I mean, it's just dirty, right? And you got to just hope that they don't fall into the wrong hands, because your training in the wrong hands can be a real problem for not only you, but all of your training partners. I'm out on this. We always talk about the consequences. You can't make a mistake when you're in there with these two. The consequences are dire. You can end up laying on your back staring at the lights.
Pavlovich trying to draw or force a mistake out of his opponent and land one of his consequential blows.
Yeah, Sergei Pavlovich is constantly moving his head, constantly moving into his opponent. Hands are up and ready to fire the moment you come into contact with him.
Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beach Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's gonna do to stay in this fight.
Massive left hand.
He keeps trying to punch with him when he should be grabbing him.
Oh, another body shot gets through. Gotta think he's starting to feel those in the midsection.
Yeah, and you know, if you're the opponent also, you know that you're making that investment into the body. Even though you may not be able to see the work that you're doing yet, at some point, it's going to start to pay dividends.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, nice combination.
Oh, he's hurting for certain. Gotta make an adjustment, I would think.
Yeah, this is the time for him to shoot for a takedown. Hoping that his opponent gets excited, overthrows, he's able to level change and take him to the mat.
Pavlovich's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
Oh, they both threw really hard.
Well, there's no denying his durability, but at some point you just got to go balls to the wall, find the
You know at times when someone doesn't belong in there with you, right?
That will do it! Holy smokes! With one of the greatest knockouts you will see!
My goodness, man.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Honors called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 26 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Fedor!
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But you knock out a man in a cage fight. I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight he got that done. And he should be very proud of the work he and his coaches got done tonight.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Fedor!
Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so you know he brings him out, the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. Thankful that Daniel Cormier is not the man in his bracket tonight, but what do you make of the Black Beast in another huge career spot?
I mean, just a massive star in the UFC, and has been that for a long time. His personality draws people in. Some of the post-fight press conferences or interviews, unbelievable watching Derrick Lewis on this stage.
Man, he's in shape tonight. Fitness, discipline, never an issue, but he might be in the best shape of his life.
The best shape of his life. I mean, you don't get many opportunities to make a statement. Tonight he intends to make a statement, and I believe that that happens if he gets on the gas very early. And Derrick's not to take some risk, right? He's not to take a few so that he can give one, because ultimately for Derrick Lewis, it's about getting one off, and then you might knock him out.
Lewis has always been fairly measured, though, in round 1 in his career. A lot of second-round finishes. Oh, nice deception there. Big uppercut. Fedor Emelianenko starting to feel it here early round 1, taking a...
That hurt him.
Big wins. Nice technical strike there, and oh yeah, that shot cut him open.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Oh, he hurt him!
Oh, that one got him bad. Again to the body with conviction.
This dude is hurt, but he's still fighting.
The crowd continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here.
This is insane.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Fedor Emelianenko's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Man, you got to look like that off the bat.
Yeah, he's got great range, John. I mean, he comes off the back foot against a really tough opponent, and he still lands that shot.
Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round 2. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd, obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in that previous round.
They both came with an idea that they were collecting $50,000 extra dollars. And right now, I am certain that they're both going to receive that check.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll.
Oh! Oh! I heard a bad.
Back to his feet.
Big right hand.
There it is again. Another shot gets through.
This dude better keep his hands up, John.
Nice feint with a right punch there by Emelianenko. Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Lewis is to go.
That was beautiful, John. He set that up beautifully. His opponent is on wobbled legs now.
The midpoint of this one. Head kick attempt, it's blocked.
You know, a lot of people say those don't land, but even if you block them a little bit, they still put damage on you.
Oh, that defense.
That will do it.
Oh, my goodness.
No judges needed this time around.
Holy.
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 2 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Fedor!
All right, so a big win by stoppage for him here tonight, champ, and really a lot of stylistic challenges in this matchup, fighting a credentialed boxer, and not only emerges with the win, but gets the finish to boot.
It was overwhelming. He overwhelmed him from the start of the fight. He just showed him that you cannot have one single skill if you hope to be successful in the UFC. He showed what mixed martial arts truly is.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, back inside to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Fedor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Alex Pereira!
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, starter round one. 2 finishes for him coming in here tonight, and Dana White has intimated if he can put this guy away as well, the BMF title fight might be in the not-too-distant future.
And John, if that BMF title strapped around your waist, that world championship ain't far away. You keep plucking away at the career, and if you keep finishing people, you find yourself locked in an octagon fighting for the BMF championship.
Nice teep kick there from the kickboxer, and that is going to give the opposition something to think about. I've never eaten one of those, but it doesn't seem fun.
No, it sucks. It sucks to get hit with that front kick up the middle. And that is going to allow for him to stay at range. It also deters takedown attempts, because you know that if you change levels into one of those, you are going to sleep.
All right, so let's see the extent to which this kid is the real deal, because I can't scroll on my phone without coming across content of this budding superstar.
Well, he's everywhere. This young man is everywhere. And he honestly wants that, John. He makes sure that he's a part of every conversation. And by doing that, he's growing a massive following. It's very interesting to watch. Look at his posture.
Right over the top, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch. He's still firing back, even though he's hurt bad.
Oh, there's an uppercut. All right, so a close call there moments ago, champ, and early he nearly got knocked out. Seems as though he has recovered.
That's crazy how badly he was hurt as early in the fight as he was hurt. He seems to be coming back around now. But let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him so that he doesn't get finished.
Well, we just caught a look on our isolation monitor at that right hand from a moment ago, and every bit of it landed.
Over and over, this guy's getting hit right in his face.
Pineda's cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. Could compromise his vision here moving forward. Oh! Oh, you can't stay seated here up against the fence for long.
It's a bad spot to be in the fight, John.
Oh!
This is such a crazy fight.
Oh, crushing counter. Could his timing be any better?
I mean, what a moment brought on by that beautiful counter shot.
Final seconds here. Round 2 coming up. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
You ready? Ready.
All right, second round underway. This crowd is going sick after what they saw in that previous round. Truly an all-out brawl, seminal moments on both sides, and the fight is still going on. Incredible.
Great moments by both of these fighters. Let's see who can continue down the path and really try and finish this fight.
Fedor's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other decision.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very...
Oh! And there it is!
Holy smokes!
How good is that?
What a performance!
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 38 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Fedor!
All right, well, he said all week if I get the finish, maybe I'd be in line to fight for the BMF title. Based upon what you saw tonight, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think that's what has to happen next. I mean, he has an opportunity now to become a BMF champion, to stand alongside the greats like Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, and George Masvidal.